how y'all doing? I have the fan on, because of the heat wave and so on. But this is a third part series. In a series, is the black man losing it? So I asked in this particular video, have some black men become indiscriminate killers? Now, I know not all black men are like this, because that's why I said some. Some black men become indiscriminate killers. I know all black men are not like this. I know there's some black men that pay their cable bill every month. They're okay? They decent people. They pay their cable bill every month. But these black men in particular, who are indiscriminate killers, are getting younger and younger. I mean, how many times have I seen a 12-year-old shot a 20-something-year-old black man several times? How many times have I read that? How many times have I read a 13-year-old got gunned down because he was a drug dealer? What's he doing dealing drugs at that age? How many times have I read a 14-year-old was a hitman for a gang? How many times have I read a 10-year-old black boy is a hitman for a gang? How many times have I read that? I can name names. Now, in nature, there are two indiscriminate killers. One is a shark and one is the alligator. And what scientists say is that the shark and the alligator has about half a cup of brains. Okay? Now, this is a half a cup. Or they have 1/4 of a cup of brains. A shark and an alligator, they're both indiscriminate killers. Shark will kill anything that's alive. An alligator will kill anything that is alive. Okay? They're indiscriminate killers. They don't discriminate. So, this the black man's problem. If some black men are indiscriminate killers, what does that mean? They're using only 1/2 of their brain. This cup. They're only using about 1/4 of a cup of their brain. Or they're only using about 1/4 of a cup of their brain. The rest of the brain they're not using. They're only using the part of the brain that has to do with impulse. 1/4 of the brain. Now, there are some very bad black men, and they're not all in a ghetto. They're not all in gangs. They're not all on the street. They're not all fresh out of prison. There are some very bad black men who are in colleges. They go to work every day. They're very bad people. And I'm telling you, you don't want to meet them. I don't want to meet them. But they're just very bad individuals. They're not locked up, but they deserve to be locked up in jail for the rest of their life. And some of these black men, they work for corporate America, but they are very bad people. They work for corporate America. They don't deserve a job like that. They do not deserve a job like that. And they really should be locked up. They're trash. Okay, and they're only walking freely, but they only use about one cup of their brains, 1/2 a cup of their brains, or 1/4 of a cup of their brains. That's all they're using. Okay. But as I said in the previous video, without question, the black man is a follower. I can make that as a universal statement. I can make that statement because it is universally true. 99.999% of black men are followers. Probably with the exception of Barack Obama. But the rest of them are followers. I can say that without question. I've heard black men say, if the group does it, I'll do it. If the fraternity or the frat does it, I'll do it. Or if the frat lets me do it, I'll do it. If the group doesn't do it, I won't do it. These black men who are followers, they are not capable of independent thought. They are not capable of independent decisions. Most of them are not. Yes, I feel sorry for the black women who marry him. Okay, it's not going to be me. Okay. For example, there's 2 fat black women fighting. So, person A and person B. So, Person B calls one of her black male friends. Person B calls one of her black male friends and says, come over here and shoot or take care of this other woman that I'm fighting. So the black man comes out and he shoots this other woman A, and then he kills woman A's daughter. Now I'm sure you've heard that story. You saw it on the news. See, he's not thinking. He's a follower. He did what some fat black woman told him to do. Instead of thinking to say, well, if I do commit this murder, I'm going to be in jail for 45 years. I won't see my children again. I won't see no relatives again. I'll be in jail for 45 years. I'll be old before I get out of jail in the 60s, 70s. Okay? And besides that, none of this is my business. It's not my business if two fat black women are fighting. That's not even my business. But no, he doesn't think. Because he's only using about a fourth of his brain. He doesn't think. He goes over there and shoots the black woman, person A, and her daughter. He shoots her dead, the daughter dead. And none of that's even his business. All because another fat black woman told him to do it. See, that's the person who does not think, has no independent thought processes. Okay, some black men kill other black men because they're jealous, because they got a football scholarship, a basketball scholarship. Or they're jealous because they have musical talent, they can play the piano, they can sing. So they kill them. Really, it's over jealousy. And the schools have gotten to the point where they don't even mention, who's got a scholarship, because they know it may be fatal to even mention that so-and-so student got a scholarship. It may be fatal. Now see, the old black man was a follower. The previous generation, you can have a generation of stupidity that goes from generation to generation. You really can. A generational gap, a generation of stupidity. The granddaddy was stupid, the daddy's stupid, on down to now. They all stupid. But see, the black man, the way he is now, is not capable of independent thought. I mean, forget these young people. Forget these young people under 30. They're using 1/4 of their brain. They worse than the ones right now, 30 or over, who are using 1/2 of their brain. They're indiscriminate killers. The ones who are under 30, they only using 1/4 of their brain. 1/4. They're indiscriminate killers. The young ones, they worse than the previous generation, which is what the Bible says. It's going to get worse than the previous generation. Okay? And I don't know why these judges keep giving them parole. They keep killing. But anyway, so yes, I do believe that a lot of black men have become and are indiscriminate killers. The young ones are worse. They only using 1/4 of the brain because, see, this generation is only using 1/2 of the brain. But see, look, you don't have to go to the gangs or the jails to find men like that. You can find them in colleges. You can find them in corporate world. In the corporate world, they all trash. Okay, but anyway, so my answer would be yes, they are indiscriminate killers. There are a lot that are indiscriminate killers. But the biggest problem in black men is that they are followers. If so-and-so says to do it, they go do it. Don't even think about it. Well, maybe I shouldn't. Maybe it's 45 years in jail. It's not my business anyway. They are followers. They do whatever someone tells them to do. They are not capable of independent thought. Like, maybe I shouldn't do it. Let me think this through. Okay, if I do this, what's going to happen? They're not thinking it through. One thing that some black people from the old days used to say is think it through. Think it through. They don't think it through anymore. They just do whatever. They don't think it through anymore. So yes, I would say a lot of black men have become indiscriminate killers. Have a nice day.